Hey, friends. What's happening? I know what's my pick in the draft. I already picked. I don't know what you want from me.
Armchair and I are both currently doing fantasy drafts. Mine is a fucking shitstorm. Wait, it's not good. I was paying attention doing show stuff. I got distracted, didn't realize what time it was, and I missed the first 7 rounds.
All the rounds.
And
He missed all the rounds.
I have 2 Dolphins. I have 2 Falcons. I have 0 running backs. It's a nightmare. So I'm trying to put a Band-Aid on this, and we're about to bleed out.
Look, it's not ideal. We're not happy about it, but we both planned drafts around the showtime. Actually, I joined this league and
didn't know the draft was going to be right now. I had no idea.
Didn't look at the draft time at all, and I was like, that's going to be a problem. And it is. Here it is. So we're in the middle of this draft. A lot of you are probably in this draft, which is phenomenal. But pick one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick 1, 4 was my first pick. Where do you think I went, Dubs? 1, 4.
A receiver, I'm guessing.
It was a receiver.
Is it Amon-Ra?
It was Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I knew it. That's my guy. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I had the choice. I had my choice. I could have gone CD. I could have gone Tyreek Hill. Both would have been fine, but Amon-Ra is the guy. He is him. I will take him 100 times out of 100. So far, the draft has been pretty straightforward. We had McCaffrey at 1, Bijan at 2, Breece Hall at 3, Amon-Ra 4, CD 5, Tyreek Hill 6, Chase at 7, and pick 8 is up. We have pick 8, and then we've got 9 and 10, and then we snake back. Pick 8 was Jefferson.
I have the worst team on the face of the fucking planet, and the worst web.
I can't wait.
Holy shit!
What happened there?
I don't know what happened there.
Welcome to Great North Sports, episode 2. Last week we had Jeremy come on, and we're having some fun. This week we fully intended on giving you just all of the football and everything, and we still will. We'll talk some football. We have some baseball that we want to talk a little bit, and we have we have some all sorts of other stuff on the go. I want to get this out there.
Gambling, some picks later.
I want to get this out there ASAP right now. I just want everybody to know it. We're still going to talk about weird sports.
Oh, can we talk about Tao's thing?
Don't feel like you can't give us Ocho things just because we're talking about football now. We still like that shit. Yeah, I took a gummy.
I like all the weird shit.
Yeah,
we got gummy armchair today.
Before we started the show, so it's I am mellow. I'm chilled out. We're having a good time. It's a good time on the show.
It's draft day.
It's draft day, baby.
It's football eve.
It's football eve.
It's
a great time.
Tomorrow night at this time, we'll be getting ready for Chiefs Ravens. I'm fucking amped. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's and we got lots of stuff coming for you too. Tons of content. Dubs and I might do some pre-record stuff.
Oh yeah.
Drop some thoughts, some picks, some plays. Maybe do some conversing about some nonsense. You see, Belichick joined the face, the Instaface.
Yeah, it's a wild day today. Bill Belichick is on social media.
He tried to join the Snappy Face, he said, but it didn't make sense. So
I am
Instaface.
Super excited for his McAfee segment breaking down film. That's gonna be a must see.
My pick,
media darling Bill Belichick.
My second pick of the draft at 2-2, pick 12. Sorry. So I have 55 seconds. I don't have a running back. I'm not going to get a running back until late. You know what? I believe in this. I fully believe in this. I'm going with Puka Nacua.
Oh.
I fully believe in it. I believe in the Rams coming back. I know we're not talking West stuff, but I believe in the Rams pushing back. I think that we had a little bit of a regression. I know they're not the same team, but I think offensively they were too good to not be good again. They still have most of the same guys. And if the ball comes out even a little bit, I think Cup and Nakua are both good. It won't be the same, but it'll still be good. Cubs is a big time draft.
Mike cutting out a bit. I did not hear the last thing you said, brother.
I just said you had draft face.
Oh yeah, it was big time draft face there. This is a fucking disaster, and I should just let it go at this point. But I'm trying to patch.
No, you don't know. You don't patch it together. Let it go. Auto pick, auto draft for the win.
It's fucked. I just need to at least get one more pick, so I have.
Have you ever played an auto draft team?
I'm about to.
Like a full auto draft team, like you completely couldn't.
I mean, I've like inherited rosters, but I haven't. No, I've never fully missed a draft.
Tell us the team.
This is probably the most I've ever missed of a draft.
All right, Tal wants the team. Drop the team.
You want to hear it? Oh my god, it's horrific. I don't. It's so bad.
It's amazing.
I joined.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I joined round 8. I have Tyreek Hill. I was the second pick, 10-team league. I have Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Drake London, Jalen Waddle, DK Metcalf. Haven't heard a running back yet. Kyle Pitts.
No.
2 Falcons, 2 Dolphins, Ramondre Stevenson, Nick Chubb, and Brock Bowers. It's not good. I'm just trying to. I'm gonna have to trade bait. I'm just gonna have to trade half of this entire. Half of those people will not be on this roster week 2. I promise you that.
I am going no running back allegedly. I didn't mean to, but I am. I just pick number 3 was after Nakua.
There's a guy with Mixon, Aaron Jones, and DeAndre Swift. He's target number 1 right now. I need to get one of those 3 for anybody. A living, breathing running back on this roster.
No running backs. I don't believe in running backs anymore.
I'm gonna need something, brother.
Yeah.
I currently don't have enough to field a roster right now.
Yeah, I don't have one of those either. My third pick in the draft was also a wide receiver. I went with Drake London. Because why not? Why not? It's going to be interesting. We'll see.
Tajay Spears, Brian Robinson, or Trey Benson? I feel like it's Tajay Spears.
It's Tajay Spears. It's not that complicated. Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, it's not that complicated. My team is Amon-Ra, Puka Nakua, and Drake London.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I just needed confirmation on that.
And 3 running backs go in the first 3 picks, and then no running backs again. I'm not even telling you what I'm doing next because I don't want anybody to
McCaffrey,
to mess up the vibe.
Bijan.
Yeah. It's fantasy season, and I love this time of year.
I like that the first 10 minutes of this show so far has just been hanging out.
Do you know why? It's because you're in the middle of drafting, and I'm in the middle of drafting.
You are too.
And it's like we planned this poorly. All right, let's get into the brief bit of baseball that we're going to talk about today.
I got a couple
things. Because it is kind of important that we actually do some show talk while we interject our fantasy picks as they come up live on air. So if anybody's in this
18
league,
18 picks to go till I pick again. So
anybody in this league is actually watching hilarious because they'll be able to get absolutely every one of my picks before they happen. So Tao's in the league. He knows. Anyway, Shohei Ohtani continues his torrid tear up the record books. 46 stolen bases, 44 ding hairs. Obviously, the talk of the baseball world was Shohei ruined my Blue Jays hopes and dreams and probably shit on our seasons. The reason why they suck this year. I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's not. But is the Shohei season more or less impressive than what Aaron Judge is doing currently? Because there's a lot of talk about Aaron Judge's offensive performance. It's not It's not bad. It's a pretty good. It's an MVP. He's going to win MVP.
They're both MVP seasons.
Yeah.
We talked about this a little bit. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, but I mean, they can both be great. I don't understand why they keep getting compared so much. Like, who's doing better? Judge clearly has all of the better offensive stats aside from stolen bases, and Shohei's going for 50-50. Like, that's
kind of
absolutely insane. Yeah, nobody goes for stolen bases are so underrated. They never happen anymore. For one, they had to literally change the size of the base so that they would like implore people to steal more. I don't know. Shohei's is more impressive as a single feat, but Judge is having a better offensive season.
It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's the Judge thing is he's helped out by Yankee Stadium so much, right?
So much. There's always going to be an asterisk in my head on Yankees offensive production because their stadium is a high school field. It's tiny.
It's kind of ridiculous, actually.
It's like the air in Colorado. It's the same thing. Like, pitching stats are always going to suck in Colorado, and people are going to hit a shitload of home runs. You're going to hit a shitload of home runs. I can't even complain that much because Fenway gets a similar rap. Like,
of course it does.
The monster, and then it's real short to right field. Lefties can kind of just wrap right around pesky pole down there, and it's a real short home run.
Steven Tao, you're a rat bastard. Can't believe you did that to me. Blow up my spot like that. Took Sam Laporta. He was sitting there waiting. Nothing happened.
You wanted to go double Lions. Quick double Lions.
I don't care about double Lions, man. Lions are going to win. We'll talk about the Lions plenty later.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not taking, and I can't do this now. I gotta go back. It's going to be another wide receiver. Oh, you know what? No. You know what? We're not going to do that. I'm going to take Mr. Turnover himself, Joshua Allen. He's going to be throwing the ball a lot. The Bills are terrible.
Speaking of the Yankees, Clay Holmes absolutely blew the game last night.
Yes. Absolutely did.
Go ahead, grand slam right after coming into the game is a tough look.
It's not a great vibe.
I'm sure most Yankees fans feel the same way the ones in our Discord do about Clay Holmes, but they do not like him. They're not a fan. Not a fan.
They would much rather he get out of here.
The Orioles and the Yankees also both are competing for who wants to throw away the division more right now. Neither wants to win it. They're just no, you take it.
It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it?
It's right there. Either team gets a little hot and it's over. Just
somebody do it. Go ahead. Anybody.
The Red Sox are doing the same thing with the wild card. They're like, nah, I don't want it. They give us a chance to get back in it, and they go, nah, I'm good. Rafi had a temper tantrum last night. He stared at his locker for 45 minutes and then went and took reporters waiting all around him to talk to him. He just sat in silence. It'd be like it sounds like a Key and Peele sketch. And he's just facing the wall. He gets up, goes and showers, gets all dressed up, grabs his shit, and leaves. And the reporters had to sit there an extra hour just for Rafi to go, fuck you. I'm not talking. I'm not saying shit.
I kind of love it.
That's my kind of love it. That's right there, dude.
That's a vibe. That's a you ever watch Shoresy?
Oh yeah. I just actually watched the season 3.
That's a Shoresy vibe.
Last Monday.
Just waiting to do an interview. You're like, I'm taking a shit.
I'm taking a shit.
That's all you're doing.
That show's fantastic.
It's
every interaction with him and Laura Moore is absolutely electric.
Big fan of the show. Tao says they don't want the bye. I'm going to be honest with you. You probably don't. You're probably right. You need to play through. I'm not going to pick a running back ever.
All those guys have so much tread left. You know, they can play a full playoffs. They can go through the wild card. It doesn't matter.
DeAndre Swift, James Conner, Aaron Jones, Zamir White.
I love Aaron Jones this year. I absolutely love Aaron Jones for fantasy.
Zamir White.
I like White too. Out of sheer necessity.
BR Jr.
He catches passes. I don't like him as much, like, really at all.
I have to pick a running back eventually, so I guess we'll go Aaron Jones.
I would go Jones over White and then White over Robinson.
It's Najee. Najee's there.
Fuck Najee. Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren also.
I finally
right
given in to Jalen Warren's season this year.
David Montgomery. Too many
Najee's
Lions.
going to bounce back. First round talent. He's going to bounce. No, it's Jalen Warren's season.
There's a mosquito right beside me.
You have mosquitoes up there?
Yeah, man. All the time. It's still warm as hell.
It's been fucking chilly here the last couple of mornings.
Yeah.
I've been going downstairs and being like, holy shit.
It's cold, but I'll take it. How do you feel about Eckler this season? Eckler was a guy. Well, you know what? MVT, suck it. That's what you get.
Ty, high on Aaron Jones? I'm high on Aaron Jones.
I think he was high on Aaron Jones. This is why you wanted him.
That's who I'm hoping I can trade Jalen Waddle for.
I see some guys that I want to take, but I'm not saying anything because Tao's just going to take him in a spite now.
I'm going to offer Drake London first, though.
That's a wise offer. I have Drake London, so I'm not like I have Drake London. I love Dynasty. Drake. I no issue with Drake, but
Drake London, but
eventually you need running back. As
I've relented. I have Tua and Tyreek. Like I'm kind of coming around to the idea of just running them all.
I mean, that's a good stack. My problem right now is
I'm going to live and die by the Dolphins for the entire year, though.
I need a Buffalo Bill wide receiver.
Keon Coleman, baby.
Coleman even available right now, or did one of you jackasses take him?
I'm real high on Keon Coleman too.
He's there. You know what? Tao's going to take him from me now because we mentioned him on. I really hope nobody takes Zay Flowers from me or George Pickens. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead and take those. It's entirely up to you if you want.
Fuck you, this fucker. You just took Josh Palmer from me.
Josh Palmer's been going entirely too low in drafts.
I should have done it earlier.
He's a flyer.
To be frank.
Tao has a plan, so we're going to see what happens. This is a free league, by the way. It's not a paid league. We're just having a little bit of fun. But
I
you know what?
Remember if this is a paid league. I think it is. But this is mainly for we have a massive trophy. And that's all I care about.
So I have an armchair league it's a dynasty league. It's been around this is going on to its 4th season. I think it's 3rd or 4th season. And it's been a ton of fun, mostly the same players since day one. We're talking about maybe getting a belt made. I might need to get a custom belt because I think that would be the appropriate trophy. And then the winner just gets to hold it for the year.
I love that.
I think it's a good thing. Would you prefer a belt over like a trophy? As I go on the clock.
Yes, only because I already have a trophy to win. I don't really have room for 2 trophies. A belt I could parade myself around the house in whenever I saw fit. I wouldn't have to place it somewhere. It could be around my waist.
Yeah, you just wear
it. Shoulder. I could big show it.
Oh, you could definitely big show it. You got to go over the shoulder. I have no idea what I'm doing with this pick. T. Higgins?
I don't know. I'm scared of Bengals receivers. They might just stop playing out of nowhere.
No,
I want more money. I want $1 more than that guy. Fuck it.
I think we're gonna go Dalton Kincaid.
I love Dalton Kincaid. Still like Dawson Knox too.
It's Dalton Kincaid.
Call me crazy.
Oh, you know what? No. It's Kyle Pitts season, baby. Although Dalton Kincaid would have given me my stack. Fuck my stack. Don't care. I'll get Keon Coleman maybe if I'm lucky.
Dawson Knox is my I can't quit you player.
Yeah, he's your drug
especially
of choice.
for daily big time drug of choice.
He's tough, man. I think you're going to see a little bit of a boost in production. There's not enough.
There's just nobody to catch footballs.
Well, I mean, it's not Stephon Diggs anymore, right?
No,
it's not happening.
And they refuse to run the ball. I know James Cook Like he had a solid season last year, but they still like that's just the Buffalo Bills. They don't like to run the football. They like
They
to have
do
play,
not like to run
They
the
like
football.
to play Josh Allen fuck it football. There's a guy down there somewhere. I'm gonna hurdle this guy and talk mad shit on the way down and the way up. I like Josh Allen, but
I hate every one of the running backs available.
They're not going to win a Super Bowl the way that they are. They're just not, and it's
Do you
going to
think-
take too long to fix it. I think they missed their opportunity.
We talked about we've transitioned because we didn't mean to, but we just kind of did. It happened because
before I want to talk one more baseball thing, but we can get to it later.
Let's no. You want to? You want to get to it later? We do it now.
I can do it later. Later,
do it now.
Later.
Done. We're off the rails today, baby. Off the rails.
Episode 2, Great North. We're just hanging out.
We're just hanging out. It's just a couple of guys talking about sports. This is what we are. We usually have a real format, but it's out the window today. And you know what? We don't really care. It's we're on football eve. We're super pumped up. We're doing it live. We're existing. These running backs suck.
They're bad.
They're real. There's not really. Also, can we talk about?
I almost never feel good when I draft a running back. Receivers are always like, yeah, I like that guy. But running backs, I'm always like, man.
Gus Edwards' real name is Augustus, and we've not been calling that man the Augustus Bustus. Are we serious?
Like his government name.
That's his government name. That is his government name.
We're close enough with Gus. We can go. I have Ramondre, actually. So.
Oh, Ramondre's there, but I don't look. Lister's going to take him. Little white cheddar.
Ramondre's going to get a whole heap of action, especially when Antonio Gibson gets his yearly case of the fumbles.
Bill's not there though. It's the Gerard Mayo era. It's the
I'm gonna say all sorts of shit and mean none of it era of Patriots football.
So Buffalo, you talk about them missing the playoffs potentially. Are you in on that, or you just think they're going to regress?
I don't even think they're going to regress that much. I just think we've seen their ceiling.
I think they're going to regress. I think you're going to see that division got better.
I think the Jets are going to be a whole lot better as long as Aaron Rodgers' knee is.
They were fine. Like they were a serviceable team with no quarterback last year.
Exactly.
With half a quarterback. Aaron doesn't.
I bet on them to win the division last year. I think.
Homer. For what?
For what, Welch?
We're Patriot fans.
I hate all these teams. I hate the Jets. I hate the Bills. I hate the Dolphins. I hate everybody.
We hate ourselves.
Last couple of years.
It's been that way. Even when they were winning, they hated themselves.
I'm excited for Christian Gonzalez and Christian Gonzalez only.
Let's see Gonzo. Give me Gonzo all day.
Until Drake May is playing, but it's going to be
he will die.
Brisket season for a bit.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. Jets will be better. Dolphins will be fine. Probably their division to lose.
Outside of us, the division's super competitive. If you told me any of those 3 teams won the division, I wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be shocked. No. I think that the Bills are in the most vulnerable position out of all 3 of the contenders, though.
Yeah, they have the most question marks. The Dolphins are pretty much doing the same thing they did last year. There's speed. We're going to be fast. It's going to be the same show down there, barring any crazy injuries. And the Jets are only going to get better with Aaron Rodgers and not the MILF hunter, Zach Wilson. So I think it's a pretty easy pick. It's going to be the Bills.
Aaron just needs to be okay. He doesn't need to be great. It needs to be okay.
75% of what
he needs to be 50%.
I agreed.
And Garrett Wilson will eat. I have a feeling he'll eat. Not as much as everybody else is saying, but he'll eat. He'll get plenty of targets. So
I totally missed my last pick.
I didn't. Fine.
I didn't.
Got to catch those. Got to catch them.
I did. I got it literally just in time.
It's going to be I think those 3 are probably in competition. And you said you're looking forward to Gonzo. I'm also looking forward to Christian Gonzalez.
Keon White too, being like the
Keon
main
White,
pass rushing threat.
We'll see.
That should be fun. I'm excited for when we don't have the ball. The rookie receivers, obviously, too.
See if anybody's any good.
I feel like Baker is. I'm really back and forth on him. Like, he's going to be really good. He's a sleeper, but then there's part of me that thinks he's just going to be like Tyquan Thornton. I mean, he's real fast, but he doesn't really do a whole lot. But I hope I'm wrong. I like both of them. I think they're going to be good. And we need anything is going to be better than what we had. So I think I'm going to overrate them in my head regardless.
That's 100% what's going to happen.
Yeah. Those two, Pop Douglas, well, we're going to take on the world. We also got KJ Osborne. I like KJ Osborne.
I like KJ.
He's nothing more than a 3. He's the same thing we've been doing at receiver with all these fucking trash cans we've just been mowing through the last couple of years, but I do like KJ Osborne.
Do I want to take another quarterback? No. No, I don't.
I had you fucking something here.
Not yet. I'm on to my next pick, and I'm debating between JSN and Jaden Reed.
That's a fucking garbage team I just put together.
Jaden Reed or JSN is where I'm sitting. I'm looking at Xavier Worthy, also thinking, worth a flyer? You know what? Fuck it. Xavier Worthy it is.
Oh, I'm glad that's over. That was a disaster.
Oh, it'll be fine. These teams are fun.
I missed the first 8 rounds. I've never done that.
Congratulations. It's an auto draft team. You can play it to win it. You'll be fine.
My ceiling is 5th. I'm a 2-time champion in this league. It's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing day.
You'll be fine. I'm waiting for someone to take Justin Tucker. I'm waiting for it. My running backs are Aaron Jones and Ramondre. That's it.
That league I just drafted for took out kicker and defense.
It's my only. Is that an angry face for Justin Tucker? We're playing in a league with a kicker. Come on. You take Coleman. You want to reach for Coleman right now.
Town Armchair beefing back and forth through the comments and fantasy football draft board.
Yeah, Keon. No, Trump already took Coleman. Rude. Now I've got no Buffalo stack, so I got to go another quarterback. I don't know who, though. This is fantastic. What a disaster this is. I mean,
both drafts we did live have been a fucking nightmare. It's just the Eric Andre meme over and over again. Nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback situation is kind of trash, too. I do have... I have no stacks. I have no stacks available. So we're just we're raw dogging out here. We're just gonna completely raw dogging at quarterback. My wide receiver room is Worthy, London, Nakua, and Amon-Ra.
Just streaming QBs week to week. I like.
And
it.
I have Josh. No, I have Josh Allen at QB right now, but no stacks. So he's just riding.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I missed the Josh Allen part.
You know what I'm going to do,
Must have gotten mixed up in our Bills talk.
It happened. The names are off. Yes. Yeah. I mean, you took them. I don't know why you did that. It doesn't benefit you at all, but whatever. You do you. I could take Jared Goff.
DeMar Hamlin's starting for the Bills. Did you see that?
I did, and I thought, that's dumb.
That's how little depth they have right now in the secondary.
So they're like, we're starting DeMar Hamlin. This is such an inspirational thing. It's like
scratch for most of the year last year.
You kept him on your bench for literally the entire year. What are we even talking about?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have.
No, they're still contenders.
You know what I'm going to do? I've decided what I'm going to do. Finally, I'm going to take Herbie. I'm going to take Justin Herbert.
Herbie fully loaded.
And then we're going to go hunting. We're going to go hunting for some sort of stack somewhere.
Josh Palmer.
What are you gonna call your fantasy football team?
Mine?
Yeah.
I gotta figure it out. The disaster, nightmare, agony. Oh, the agony would be a good one.
I
I have
shared.
Nick Chubb and Jalen Hurts on one of my dynasties, and that will forever be my Chubb Hurts.
It's a great name.
That's the best one I've got in my arsenal currently. I also have one that's the Basement Dwellers, and I have a close-up of the Purdue, like the original Purdue mascot.
Excellent.
That's no fun pun with that one, but it just makes me laugh.
Trump wants me to tell him who I draft next. No. No way. No. You know what? I didn't even look at your team. I don't know who do you got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He wants you to tell him.
We both have the same birthday.
I thought you were saying he wanted you to tell him who you were going to draft, not for him to draft. That makes far more sense.
MVT has the
Ku-Tang Clan is fucking fantastic now.
I shared a version of one of mine that I've been running with, which is Cup My Life into Breeces.
That's fantastic as well.
So
big fan of that one.
I did Breeces in one. I've just done regular old pieces in another to stay on brand. But that one's blown up recently. I put it on X. And the people like it. The people like it. It has been seen by 14,000 some odd people. It's been bookmarked 8 times as 158 likes.
Flex armchair.
I don't know what I'm going to do with this next pick. And that's a problem. Let's transition. Let's move to our NFC North talk. Why? Because we still have to talk about the NFC North. Yeah, all right. Can you hear me or no? Did I disappear?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I was adjusting my own audio.
The NFC North we talked about a little bit about last week is really Detroit's division to lose. If this is not a Lions hanging with Hernandez, Christ. Oh, good Lord. That is not, it is.
Yeah. That was fucking fantastic.
That's a thing that was definitely said.
I'm going to steal that, but I'll credit you anytime I'm asked about it.
Hondo P. Yeah, it's all you. Oh boy, that's awesome. That's a quality move. You gotta mix it up a little bit though, right? You gotta you can't just have you can't roll the same team name out.
You gotta do some fun shit.
I have a Gronky Kong, which is my Big Dynasty one. Unsolicited DAC picks. Yeah, that's a quality one. Just give me a bit of fun. If it's not there's got to be a pun, right? It's got to be player pun related. They are the best ones. Unsolicited DAC picks. It's a quality name.
I was looking through my dynasties just now to see if anybody changed their names to anything good. It doesn't seem like it. I don't think everyone's the same as last year. I have one guy in my league that has his username is Dolph Lundgren. His team name is Dolph Lundgren, and he has a picture of Dolph Lundgren. I have no fucking idea who he is, but I can only assume that it's Dolph Lundgren.
He's really sticking to the bid. I have 2 options here. He's either Dolph Lundgren or a really big fan of Dolph.
Yeah.
Is one or the other.
No, it's just a league with randoms, but it's one that renews.
Yeah,
and he's been in there the whole time. Don't fucking know who he is, but I again can only assume. Tao, another one, fantastic. Tucker the pussy.
yeah, that's a quality. I had a few that I thought were okay. but it varies, right?
Not a fantasy team name, but I changed my buddy's a cop, and I changed his Discord name the other day to Cody Porky Double Oink, and he was not a fan of that.
Oh, oh, that's so good. It's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, look, every year they come out with a ton. This year there seems to be way too many Taylor Swift related lyrics, so I'm not into that.
If there's anything with Hawk 2, you're getting booted from the league.
Yeah, it's an insta boot
eliminated,
for me.
Gone. Want no part of you.
Yeah, Hooked on a Feeling was a solid for a while. That was a pretty solid. I Can't Sleep Until Chubb Gets a Touch. That's pretty awesome.
My Chubb Hurts is fan. I inherited that roster too, and it was like the first two people on the roster was Jalen Hurts and Nick Chubb. I was like, fucking easy, got it.
Yeah. Did I auto draft that pick? I don't know.
I'm sure it's spiraling.
I'm not spiraling. I got a draft. Did you really take the pick right in front of me?
A.T. Perry is going to become a drug of choice too. I have him in every dynasty league I'm in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You silly bitch.
I know.
We're going.
I hate Derek Carr more than anyone on the planet too. So
Derek Carr, that's a rough position to be in.
He's always been incredibly overrated. I got into a heated argument with somebody at work a couple of years ago about Derek Carr. We made a bet, and then he got. I think he just quit. I don't think he got fired. Right? And we never squared up on the bet, but I was correct, and that man owes me money.
Go get that money. Get your bag, son.
A couple Italians roll up with me.
Jesus Christ. We're fully off the rails today. We're like 1,000% like not.
NFC North. We're going to the NFC North. That's what we were going to do.
Okay,
so derailed fantasy football team names, and it was awesome. I enjoyed every second of it.
They are awesome. The Green Bay Packers play in the NFC North. That's a team. They play football. A lot of people are super high on Jordan Love taking a big step. I saw a ton of people post on the NFL X account asking who's going to score the most, throw the most touchdown passes. And I put Joe Burrow, and someone put Jordan Love, and I thought, nope, that doesn't sound right. I am of the opinion that Jordan Love and the Packers will regress this season. They're not going to be as good or dynamic. I think they'll be in games. I think he's a significantly better quarterback than we thought he was, but I think that team around him is not any good. I think they're okay at best, and we'll see what happens. But I am a firm believer of Packers falling back. Jeremy has me turned around a bit on the Vikings. I was pretty low on the Vikings, but I think the Packers and the Vikings are fighting for that three spot. Yeah,
I don't see how the Bears are going to be worse than the Minnesota Vikings this year. I just don't.
They're the Bears.
I understand, but I know we haven't seen Caleb Williams. I get it, but the rest of that offense is absolutely ridiculous.
Sure about that?
I assume that DJ Moore, DJ Chark. I mean, not DJ Chark. Holy shit, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, DeAndre Swift, Keenan Allen. They added. The offensive line is but other than that, I like all the weapons that they have. Their defense is always pretty decent. I don't know. I don't think the Bears are going to be like competing for the division. I think this is obviously the Detroit Lions division, but I just don't see the Vikings being that good. I don't.
Sam Darnold, baby.
It's going to be fine for daily fantasy. I'm going to love Sam Darnold.
Give me that all day.
I think like two-headed monster at running back. I was saying earlier, I absolutely love Aaron Jones this year for fantasy. I think Ty Chandler is going to be serviceable in leagues. Like, I think they're going to be okay. They're going to get things done, but they're not going to win a ton of games.
It was a pretty solid pick, MVG.
What round?
Late. 10?
That's where I got him. It was around 10.
Yeah, I got him in the 10th. I'll take him there all day long.
Mm-hmm. I had no running back other than Ramondre Stevenson on my roster at that point. I was like, 11, I need something.
Yeah, it's
11 is even better.
Yeah, 11.
I'll
take that all day. And I end up with, that's my third running back. So, he's not playing for the first little while, obviously, but I'll stash him. That's a free pick for me. To be honest with you, it's
the back end of the Bears schedule sucks, but the first half is pretty good.
I'm worried about the overall offensive output. I think that there's a lot of pressure put on that offense, and he looked good for like a few minutes against the threes, but like they haven't given him a ton of snaps with like real pressure. Like when Max Crosby's coming at you, it's very different than when like that guy that was a, barista at Starbucks last week is coming at you. Like one of those guys is a like all pro going to the Pro Bowl every year. And the other guy is trying to make the team, but we're not even sure if he's talented enough. Probably a CFL player trying to like make it to the NFL. I don't know what he looks like under pressure. And we've seen him have moments in his college career where the pressure got to him and he kind of threw tantrums, and we saw that a little bit. I'm really curious to see how it pans out. I don't wish him ill. I don't have anything against the guy. I don't think he's a 4,000-yard passer. I don't think he's going to break touchdown records anywhere. I think he's going to be a good quarterback for the Bears all time. Ultimately, I think he's going to be fine, but I do not love that. Like long term.
I think the Vikings are going to start 1-5. They're at the Giants week 1, then they have to play the Niners, the Texans, the Packers, the Jets, and the Lions.
None of that's good.
No, none of that's good at all. That's a 1-5 start. So you're already coming into this whole division battle in a huge disadvantage.
I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock. That's where I'm at.
Meanwhile, the Bears play the Titans, the Texans, the Colts, the Rams, the Panthers, the Jags, and the Commanders in that span.
Yeah,
it's probably 3-4-3.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like to me.
I agree. God,
maybe even better.
Fun.
Who knows? Could go 5-2 in that span. I don't think Caleb Williams is going to light the world on fire, but I don't think he has to.
He doesn't.
They're going to be pretty decent. I think they're going to be in the hunt and possibly going for a wild card spot by the end of the year. I don't think Minnesota's going to get.
But saying that, so if you think the Bears are coming up there, then that means that the Packers have fallen off.
I think they're both going to be somewhere 8,
they'll be battling
8-9, 9-8. I think that's probably where they end up. And then the Lions are going to have 12 or 13 wins.
Yeah, Lions will be class of the division for sure. Over on the East Coast, I want to talk about the Giants for a second because this is yeah, we have to.
They're just so bad.
Danny Dimes on his make or break year. Apparently, they haven't seen enough at any point. I've been a Daniel Jones apologist. He is absolutely my drug of choice. And he showed glimpses where he's like, he would run, and you're like, man, that guy's actually pretty fast. You're
gonna have Malik Neighbors in so many lineups week 1. I already fucking know you are.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not gonna do Danny Jones, Malik Neighbors.
No. There are better options.
I know there are
better options, but
I could see you personally falling into that trap with your.
No, I can't do it. I won't do it. I can't. Well, okay, we'll look and see, but I don't think so. I got to see the defenses for week 1. Week 1, start your studs. That's absolutely a spicy pick I would do in like week 3 or 4, though. Week 1, start your studs. Like, just don't be an idiot. You drafted someone like 5th overall. You should probably just like start that guy. Don't be an idiot. Unless they're hurt, don't start them.
I can't wait to start throwing in a bunch of $1 anytime touchdown parlays.
Oh, it's gonna be
so fun.
Got a real good feeling about Zach Charbonnet today.
These 8 guys, these 12 guys, these 25 guys.
If all 46 of these guys hit, we make 86 cents. So it's absolutely hit me up with that.
I cannot wait, dude. I was going through DraftKings earlier, just mouth watering, looking at all the lines for Sunday.
I am thinking about.
I did pretty good on college football on Saturday.
That doesn't surprise me.
I went real heavy on the Georgia spread. Moved down as soon as that game was like, I don't even remember if it was 0-0 or 3-3, but there was nothing going on for like the first 20 minutes of game time. And the spread just kept crawling back down, and I just kept hammering it. Every time it went down a little bit, I was like, I'll take more of that. I'll take more of that. And then Georgia exploded in the second half, and I was like, perfect. That is exactly how we wanted that to go. Then I had Vanderbilt. That game was exciting as shit. Went to OT.
Newsletter had the races.
Yeah, Armchair's hitting at like a insane clip on F1 bets in the newsletter.
Doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying that I like it. Obviously, there's like insight to it, but like, it's kind of ridiculous. It's like an 80% at this point.
I'm angry. I didn't start following them for a bit. I was like, we'll see how he pans out. And then you've been doing nothing but hitting on them.
Yeah. Only time I miss is like a one-off, but it's not a lot. God, I am like we're nearing the end of this draft. This won't take very long. We're down to I have 4 picks left. I still have to take a defense. There's 2 kickers off the board already. When did Tucker go? Did Tucker not go? We only had Harrison Butker go. Really? Harrison Butker before Tucker? That can't be right. No, that's right.
Really?
Yeah, Brandon Aubrey is listed above Justin Tucker right now.
That's absolute absurdity.
I mean, unless do you take a kicker?
I mean, Brandon Aubrey is really good, but Justin Tucker's the GOAT.
We don't take kickers now. This is ridiculous. Stop being fools.
I have one buddy in like all of my like leagues that have lasted a long time. It's like one of my friends from high school, notorious for taking a kicker incredibly early. He always has Justin Tucker. Back in the day, he was a big Stephen Hauschka guy. Massive Stephen Hauschka guy. The Kostowski, all of them.
Personally, and this is my own belief, I hate leagues with kickers and defense. People say shit like
the draft I just did was no kicker, no defense.
They're part of the game. You gotta play it. You know, the kicker might win you the game by a couple of points. That's stupid. I'm not playing fantasy football to be part of the game. I'm playing it for fun, sometimes to win money.
Most of the time to win money.
Yeah. We don't need to say it out loud. Come on now. Degen enough already betting on F1. Fuck Stephen Hauschka.
That's right. I like betting on
kickers. Why would you?
EuroLeague basketball.
I don't understand the appeal. So like someone's like, yeah, but like I could win my game by like a kick, and that's really exciting. No,
I like playing with defense. I don't give a shit about kickers. I do
defense
like
is such a team defense is such a shit thing to play. It's such shit. I took Josh Palmer in the 13th.
Hype. I was second pick. I lost him on the turnaround. I should have taken him with the first pick. I thought he'd fall to me. As soon as I made my pick, the dude behind me took him. I was like, fuck.
Wrecked. 3 picks left.
Wrecked.
3 picks left.
Yeah, do it. Just stand on business, Armchair. You
I
can't
want to
make
play in the
you
leagues.
cannot make claims like that and then not back it up. You're just as bad as that Florida State fan.
You want me to do? I mean, I'll bench him. I don't
We
care.
wanted you to eat the shit out of the cup.
I'm
See
just
that
guy. No,
guy. You didn't see that?
no.
No, the Florida State fan before the BC game, he was like made this whole declaration on Twitter and it went super viral. It had like millions of views about how he would eat dog shit out of a red Solo cup with a spoon if they lost to BC, and then he deactivated.
And then they lost.
After he deactivated.
I
He's gone.
bet he did. I bet he ran.
There's currently a manhunt going on to get him to eat the dog shit.
Just because I
didn't know
like
it was
playing.
at halftime, Tao. That's fucking
amazing.
hilarious.
I don't like playing in leagues, but I'm doing it anyway. It's my preference to not. I think that is bullshit. I think that playing a defense and a kicker is not all that complicated. You stream them literally all the time. People stream defenses more than they stream anything else.
Yep.
You're probably not streaming a wideout unless it's like crazy heavy buys and you're into the IR. You're probably streaming running back. You're probably only streaming running back in like a worst case scenario. It's not often. Tight end you'll stream because you drafted poorly. It's your own fault. Speaking of myself, usually.
With this shit ass team, I now have Kyle Pitts and Brock Bowers to fucking deal with. I'm just gonna.
I have Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
I went Kyle Pitts.
He's wearing a life jacket at the pool. That was wild. I've never seen somebody do that. He's in like ankle deep water. He's got a fucking life jacket.
Got a life jacket on. Fully off the rails. What a
with
day.
An entire NFL football team with him. Like they wouldn't just pull him out of the water.
Yeah. I took the Frymouth with my second last pick. Now I got to pick a defense and a kicker because it's the last two picks of the draft. Could have autoed them and just not pick them and then stream them. I don't think it would matter. We'll see what happens. Go ahead.
Pat Fryermuth rookie year, big time for me. Huge. He was fantastic for me last year.
He was.
Anytime he was good, I didn't have him, and anytime he was horrific, I had him everywhere.
Which was mostly every week. He was
mostly
awful.
The whole time.
I'm hoping that Russ hits him a lot because he's running scared. That quarterback room is ugly. It's so ugly. It's so bad. I thought that maybe
I have a lot of Steelers people on Twitter that are like excited about it. I'm like, you guys, how are you not seeing this?
Are they one of the more delusional fan bases we've ever seen?
It's crazy. They're super delusional.
Up there with Cowboys fans, right?
They are up there. Sneaky.
Like
they're up there. Tao's going to
fans
stand behind this 100% because he hates them. But as a pretty unbiased opinion voice here, they are super delusional.
Oh, I'm going to auto pick. Oops.
Armchair.
I auto picked. Hold on. It's my second last pick. I'm gonna have to delete them. It's amazing. I ended up with, I don't know. I ended up taking, did they not delete my auto pick or they did? Delete. Oh no. All right. Well, it's saying that I didn't pick, but I thought I did. Amazing. Well, I need a defense and I need a kicker, so we'll see what happens.
I'm enjoying an edible armchair.
Just all over the place, man. Just having a day. You know, everybody's having a day. It's good. It's a good day.
It's a good day.
You know, all right, look, I think it's a great time to talk about Stone Stories. I think it's a great time to make these last picks. It's,
real quick, MLB thing before we get to Stone Stories. Then I'll do some Stone Stories. I have two flight-related Stone Stories that you get bonus. They're both quick. We got two of them. MLB, real quick. Whit Merrifield got pinged last night.
I saw that
by
brutal
Criswell. Not happy, absolutely fucking irate. He went on a tear after the game talking about how all of these pitchers keep getting called up because they can throw 100 and whatever, and they can't located at all, and people are getting hurt. He named off all these players for the Braves, Travis d'Arnaud himself. There's another one too. I can't remember now. That got hit and hurt. Mookie Betts broke his hand earlier in the year and got hurt. Austin Riley. That was who I couldn't think of.
Yeah.
Is he right? Is he valid in his concerns?
Yes.
It was also on the same night an Angels rookie threw 106 on a strikeout pitch.
Yeah. And that's great. He's right, though.
He is right. We talked about this a little bit earlier in the year about just like pitchers' health and themselves, just how many Tommy Johns are happening, all these arm injuries. Like half of these relievers that are coming in throwing this hard are going to be out of the league in 2 years because they're going to get hurt. And then they're not going to be able to throw 102. And that was their only value.
I think that pitchers need to learn how to pitch again and not necessarily throw. Just throwing hard doesn't mean anything because bats can catch that eventually. The first guy to hit 100, like remember when Chapman was up and it was yeah,
holy shit, this guy's
he just beat everybody.
And there was some like his first few years in the league, he was also absolutely drilling everybody. I'd be like, Aroldis Chapman throws 105. He's electric. And then the next game, he hit 3 dudes, walked the bases loaded, and got pulled.
It's not helpful. I think the guys need to learn to pitch. I think that I'm tired of seeing, and I don't care about getting hit. Like that doesn't bother me. What does bother me is like guys being like, they're just errant throws all over the mound, like not getting to where they need to be. You're forcing your catcher to do twice as much work to try and cover for it. And you're hurting your team just by like you don't have to lob it in there, but like
no,
the difference between
I saw that.
I also saw it. The difference between like awesome. 106 and 101, 106 and 101 is not enough to like make a huge difference to the guy in the batter's box. Like it's still going to be a blur. And yeah, it's like a couple of milliseconds, like you got to adjust your swing, but like the bigger difference is when he drops down and throws 84 after that. That's when it hurts.
That video clip of Greg Maddux and Barry Bonds talking about the same against each other, like that's pitching.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
mental chess game and talking all about like, well, he's expecting me to do this, so I have to do this. Not just going out there and humming it as hard as you can and having absolutely no clue where it's going. And it's the 15 minutes of fame. They're going to, and now it's not even that uncommon. How many guys have thrown 100 this year? It's got to be close to 100.
It's a lot. It's a lot of guys.
It's so many dudes are doing it now. And it's just, eventually it's going to taper off and it's not going to happen anymore. There are those few people that can come out and throw like that and it's fine. Like Paul Skeens can obviously throw that fucking hard. Mason Miller, he's only a closer. He's only doing it for an inning, but like you can tell he's a fantastic fucking pitcher on top of just being able to throw absolute piss missiles.
Yeah.
But yeah, Whit Merrifield absolutely justified in that rant, in my humble opinion.
He's fully justified.
Shout out to the video Tao sent us earlier on Twitter for it was 2 guys doing MMA in full armor, full medieval getup, lances, everything. They had weapons, wild shit. Absolutely must see TV. If they charge $20 for like a pay-per-view event, I'm totally buying it. Get a bunch of my friends together and get drunk and watch that. That'd be a hell of a time. I showed it to a friend earlier, and he was like, "I want to do that." And he's like, "It's like chivalry in real life." Ludacris first pitch. I just retweeted it. It's on my page at @stoned_podcast. If you would like to go check it out and you haven't, but absolutely incredible. He had the old school big ass fucking arms from his music video out there, and he's still pretty good. I've seen a lot of worse first pitches with real arms. I'll tell you that much.
I found exit velocity. I haven't found Statcast has almost everything. Baseball Savant, shout out Baseball Savant. I don't see like just straight up like pitch velocity, but like the amount of pitchers whose like max velo is like over 100 is stupid. It's dumb. It's too many pitchers throwing too much. And unfortunately, that means that we're going to get guys hit. Also, Witt being a bit of a baby is not unusual, but
No.
he's not wrong.
The average velocity of a four-seam fastball has gone up every single year since 2008.
They're getting faster. The pitchers are pitching better. So, all right, you got double stone stories for us.
I do 2 airplane-related stories. One is from Boston and one is from China. Which would you like first?
Boston.
Okay. Delta Airlines flight from Boston to Rome was reportedly forced to divert to New York's JFK over the Labor Day holiday after a passenger experienced, quote, severe bouts of diarrhea all over their seat. Delta Air flight departed Boston Logan International Airport around 6:30 p.m. on August 30, but less than an hour into an 8-hour transatlantic flight, the packed Airbus with 281 passengers on board made a sudden U-turn back towards the East Coast. The pilots requested a diversion to New York's JFK for what was described as an onboard medical issue. It has since been reported, however, that the medical issue is actually a passenger who suffered severe bouts of diarrhea all over their seat and other parts of the plane, prompting the diversion back to a Delta hub where cleaning teams could get to work making the aircraft presentable again. I believe it was 9 hours before they got to take off again.
It
was 6 or 9. I can't remember which, but
that doesn't make it better.
Imagine being that guy that shit your pants you're like, dude, I'm not feeling good. I just got to make it through this flight. And as soon as the doors close, your stomach starts screaming at you.
You're like,
some dudes in the bathroom doing whatever the fuck, and you're just stuck out there. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine. And how bad was it that they had to turn the whole fucking plane around? They're like, nope, you ruined this flight for every single person on board.
No, it's not good.
Not good. I actually had a dream a couple nights ago that I had a horrible experience with diarrhea and shitting my pants in public. Terrible dream. Woke up. First story I read when I opened my phone was this. I was like, wow, that was weird coincidence there. I don't know what was going on there.
It's never good when you're dreaming about that, though. Like it
was horrible. It was like,
oh no.
I've never experienced what I experienced in that dream. I was like, this is unfixable. Like somebody saw it in the dream and it was just jaw drop. Like I don't know what you want me to do.
This is not what I wanted.
It's fine. It's not fine.
It's not fine.
Neither was that flight. Second flight from Boston to Rome in 1 month that's been U-turned.
Diverted.
Yeah, another one got hit by lightning. I don't know what it is with Boston to Rome, but don't take those flights.
Don't do it.
That's 2. The third strike's not going to be good. We had lightning and diarrhea. I can only guess what the
leave from somewhere else. Just leave from anywhere else.
Go to Hartford. Less traffic.
It'll be fine.
Easy.
It's cleaner. Yeah.
I don't know about cleaner. They're probably both pretty gross.
Hashtag go Whalers.
This one's from China. 2 airline passengers who locked a stranger's crying grandchild in a plane restroom have caused outrage in China. The incident went viral this week after one of 2 women involved posted a video on Chinese social media, which I can only assume is heavily monitored. Showed them inside a locked lavatory. They just wanted the alliteration in that article for sure. With the wailing girl who appeared to be about a year old. We won't let you out unless you stop crying. It's an infant. They put an infant in the bathroom alone and told it to stop crying on an airplane. I'm sure you're a father, but I'm not. I can only assume that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, you don't do that. That's don't need to have any lessons to know that one. Don't do that.
The girl stopped crying. The woman filming the video picked her up and told her, if you make any noise again, we'll come back. And then they close the bathroom door and take off. The incident took place on August 24th. The toddler was flying with her grandparents, cried nonstop for nearly 3 hours. These people grabbed the baby, toss it in the bathroom. And apparently they said that it was to educate her, and the grandparents obliged. They were like, yeah, go ahead. You can teach her. Doubt it, first of all. Absolutely doubt it.
You sure about that? That's awful.
Wild story. I'm again not a father, but I'm a big. It's not my problem.
Yeah.
It's not affecting me. That I don't need to say anything about it. I would never try to teach anybody else's kid anything.
No.
I'm good. If you're a shitty parent,
father,
that's on you. But that's a baby crying on a plane. There's nothing you can do about that. I'm sorry. Those are one of the few inconveniences in your life you're just gonna have to suck it up and deal with.
You don't teach other people about their kids. You let them do that.
Yeah.
Only time you interject is if they're being shitty to your kid, and you're like, "You're gonna stop that now."
Exactly.
We'll throw hands. I got two things before we get out of here. One, ESPN rates my draft as C because I quote, "am strong at quarterback and wide receiver, and I'm weak on defense." It's good for like 8 points a week, guys. It's not. Oh boy. Overall C. So my team is Amon-Ra, Nakua, London, Josh Allen, Aaron Jones, Kyle Pitts, Ramondre, Xavier Worthy, Justin Herbert, Lad McConkey, Nick Chubb, Khalil Shakir, Josh Palmer, Pat Freiermuth, Evan McPherson kicking, and the Lions defense where they significantly improved. So we'll see what happened. Interesting to see how that league pans out. That is a fellow member of the House of Reprehensibles, White Cheddar, aka Matt Lister. Shout out Matt. Lister. Appreciate you inviting me in.
We got Tau week 1. You guys can settle the draft beef.
Settle the draft beef. You gonna bench your kicker in defense? Are we gonna do that? We go mano, just no bench. You're gonna start him.
He's gonna put him in last second.
Yeah, you're gonna make me bench mine, and then you're gonna
100%.
Yeah, we're not playing that game. Played Knifey Spoony before. On a sad note to get out of here, of course, we had a pretty ridiculously tragic loss. You're losing it over
He's coming at you, dude.
Yeah,
Tau is ready for blood. Week 1.
Oh, Tau. He can come after me. We'll see what happens. He drafted a good team. I should know because he stole most of my players.
You cry about kickers.
Yeah, I don't cry about them. I just think they're dumb. They're not people.
Kickers are people too.
Nope.
Respect the brand, Archer.
False. Not people. Over the weekend, we had a crazy loss. The only way I can describe it. We had Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau struck down by a drunk driver. Don't drink and drive. First of all, it's 2024.
There's a million different ways to get
the guy
point
that
A to point B in 2024. There's
guy that got charged. I guess like he was sighing and like, and stay here till Thursday. Like, are you for real? That guy.
That guy's a piece of shit.
He sucks so bad. Doesn't even care. Yes, Patriots kicker did get them 3 Super Bowls. We're trying to be serious for a minute. God damn it, Tal.
Yeah.
They were in town going to their sister's wedding. It was a pretty miserable weekend. T's and P's to the Blue Jackets and the NHL family. It's brutal, man. It's absolutely brutal. Both of the guys were hockey players. Johnny, of course, with the Columbus Blue Jackets, was a Flame before that.
BC guy before that.
BC guy before that won a championship, or Hobie Baker and all sorts of other stuff. It's brutal, man. It's an absolutely brutal.
The only uplifting thing from it was seeing the memorial that was created outside of the arena. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, fans will come together for that shit, and that's always good to see.
Such a fucking bummer the other day, though.
It was pretty awful.
It's just I woke up first thing, I opened my phone. I was like, "What?" I thought it wasn't real at first, and then I kept scrolling, and it was all that was on my Twitter.
It unfortunately turned out to be incredibly real, and yeah. So that's it for us this week. Fully off the rails. Next week we'll have a real agenda and actually go through things. Week 1 will have kicked off. We'll have answers for some of the questions, maybe how the NFC North is doing, how our AFC East teams are faring.
Probably have a lot more questions.
Even the G-men. We will absolutely have
a lot of new questions.
And I promise you this: we're probably not going to be drafting during that time, but
we'll do drafting during that time. I'm not doing any fantasy basketball this year. None of that. No. Fuck that.
If you check out the newsletter this week, we're going to get some Dubs wagers in there. Maybe I know you had some today, but we're out.
So. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about those.
Yeah. I'm the one.
Maybe I'll tweet them. I'll tweet them. Fuck it.
Dubs will tweet them.
I'll do it live.
This will ruin the world tour. Yes, fantasy basketball is horrible. For Stone Sports, I'm Armchair Commentary. Thanks for tuning in to Great North Sports. We'll see you next week. Peace.